This is Real News Media TV, coverage you can trust. Please like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates. Good afternoon, my Real News Media TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for September 17, 2023. And in the news this afternoon, Trelawny woman perishes in house fire. A woman perished in a fire of unknown origin which razed her house in Trelawny Saturday night. The deceased has been identified as 49-year-old Marcia Brady of Bounty Hall in the parish. She was said to be suffering from a mental illness. Reports are that residents saw fire coming from the concrete and the board structure, which was occupied by Brady, and called the fire brigade. Brady's charred remains were discovered in the concrete-walled bathroom. After the fire brigade extinguished the blaze, the Trelawny police are investigating. Mark Mania at a PNP annual conference. Armed with knowledge that he has been confirmed to lead the People's National Party into the next general election, Mark Golden arrived at the National Arena shortly after 1 p.m. to the type of welcome comrades have traditionally given to their presidents. A usually 10 seconds drive from the entrance of the arena took almost 10 minutes as supporters fought to touch a fist with Golding, who was driven in the traditional open-top vehicle. With phones in hand, comrades pushed to capture pictures and videos of Golding as his security detail fought to clear a way through the crowd for him to make his way to the stage. A beaming Golding waved his fist as he touched the scores of his supporters. Golding is to deliver the main address at the conference in a short while. 20-year-old woman killed in St. Catherine. The Linstead police in St. Catherine have launched an investigation into the death of a 20-year-old woman on Saturday. Dead is Tamara Harrison Ferron, self-employed, of Banbury District, Linstead, St. Catherine. It is reported that about 8:50 p.m., residents of the community heard explosions coming from a house. A male in darker clothing and a tam was seen running from the area. The police were contacted and the team responded and found the victim inside her kitchen with what appeared to be gunshot wounds all over her body. The body was removed to the Linstead Community Hospital in St. Catherine. No motive has been established for the killing. Man accused of spitting on children's mom has a case settled at mediation. A man accused of spitting on the mother of his children had his case settled through mediation when he appeared in the St. James Parish Court on Friday. Clive Hall, who was charged with a common assault, appeared before presiding parish judge Sasha Marie Smith Ashley. In an earlier court appearance, the complainant stated that Hall mentally and physically abuses her and that she was sick and tired of him. She also stated that she had obtained a restraining order against him in the family court, where they both have pending matters. However, Hall stated in his defense that the complainant had on several occasions locked the 3 children alone in the house from 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. and would sometimes leave them in the house to attend dances. He said that when he confronted her about it, she became hostile and attempted to fight him. Following a mediation session on Friday, he paid the complainant $10,000, with more to be paid by October 15. The total amount he must pay is unknown because those issues were discussed privately during mediation. He pleaded not guilty to the charge and no order motion was made. According to court documents, the complainant was walking on Cottage Road on July 13 when Hall drove up, stopped beside her, and said something to her. He then parked his car, approached her, pulled the cap she was wearing from her head, and said that he was the one who had bought it. The complainant crossed the street and he pursued her, then she felt a liquid on her neck. She asked Hall if he spat on her, to which he replied, "Yes, so what are you going to do?" The matter was reported to the police and Hall was arrested and charged. Alleged water pump buyer must pay complainant by October. After purchasing a water pump that had been reported stolen from a farmer in Spotter Valley, St. James, Alwyn Brown was given until October 2 to compensate the complainant. He was given more time to pay after telling the St. James Parish Court on Friday that his house had been burglarized while he was in custody. Brown, who hails from a Barrington address, is charged with receiving stolen property. Allegations are that on May 3, Brown was seen in the neighboring Spot Valley community with a water pump that had been reported as stolen from the complainant's farm. When confronted by the police, he reportedly said, "I saw a man stealing the pump and I told him I could get a buyer for it." He was subsequently arrested and charged. During Friday's court proceedings, it was revealed that Brown was supposed to have started paying the complainant $100,000, the amount originally determined, during his last court date on August 9, but he had not done so. However, Brown told the presiding judge Sasha Marie Smith Ashley that he had recently gained employment and that his house had been broken into prior to his getting bail. "I just started working at this new site in Falmouth, Trelawny, so I won't get paid until the next 2 weeks. When I was in jail, they broke into my house and took all my clothes," said Brown. "Come back on October 2 with the money, and that is right after you would have got paid," Smith Ashley told Brown before extending his bail. Caribbean fraud victims to receive up to $40 million from Western Union in recovered remission. The United States Department of Justice has announced that the Western Union Remission Fund began a distribution of about US $40 million in funds forfeited to the United States from the Western Union Company to about 25,000 victims located in the Caribbean, the United States, and other places. The DOJ said on Friday that these victims stand to recover the full amount of their losses. It said this is the first distribution in the second phase of the Western Union remission distributions. The DOJ said the first phase of distributions paid more than US $365 million to over 148,000 victims, all of whom received full compensation for their losses. The Justice Department anticipates authorizing more distributions for victims in the coming months. The second phase of the Western Union remission was opened in March 2022 to provide the victims who had not filed petitions in the first phase of distributions an opportunity to file for remission, the DOJ said. It said it continues to accept petitions for remission from those victimized by the scheme. The latest distribution of the Western Union Remission Fund compensated thousands more victims harmed by predatory schemes, said Acting Assistant Attorney General Nicole M. Argentieri of the Justice Department's Criminal Division. Victim assistance is a primary goal of the department's asset forfeiture program, and this latest distribution is a testament to the impact asset forfeiture can have in compensating and making victims whole. U.S. Attorney Gerald M. Karam for the Middle District of Pennsylvania said today's distribution of US $39.6 million to thousands of victims to compensate them for their losses demonstrates our commitment to hold all responsible parties accountable and to ensure justice for the victims who were financially harmed. We thank our law enforcement partners who continue to work tirelessly on behalf of the victims. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Select all for daily news updates.